Just ahead of the race, Austin will also play host to some great Formula One events. That includes the premiere of a brand new documentary about the early days of the sport. It's called One. It'll be unveiled at the Paramount Theater tonight. And we're lucky enough to have with us director Paul Crowder and writer Mark Monroe. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in.
Oh, pleasure. Thanks for having us.
I know you've got a busy afternoon. Mark, let's start with you. Tell us about this documentary. What's it about?
It's a big documentary about the history, the formation of Formula One, the golden age of Formula One, when it was a tremendously dangerous sport and everyone knew each other. It was a kind of a boys' club, and how it evolved over time into this big industry that we have today, and really about how it began to protect its drivers, the stars of the sport.
Let's talk a bit about the danger of that. We've got a clip I want to show people first just to get a sense of that. Let's take a look at that.
You can be broken, you can have all sorts of things, but being burned, it's terrible. I never thought it could happen to me.
It's not going to happen to me.
I always think it's going to happen to the other driver, not to you.
So tell us about those early days. I mean, how has the sport changed from those times, Mark?
Paul, I think can add to this.
Yeah, by all means.
It's really quite amazing that these guys knowingly kind of put their lives on the line, because the statistics show the danger was so great. You kind of knew going in as a fan. You'd look at the book in the early 70s. You know, there's 24, 26 drivers. That at the end of that year, there would be some missing. Yeah. And these guys knew that. So.
These guys were driving rockets essentially. Still are.
Yeah, and they were almost like, you know, mobile bombs, because fuel tanks were next to you. You were sitting on top of all this fuel. They didn't have the protection on the fuel tanks with rubber bags like they created later on. They were inside aluminium tanks, so the car broke apart, the fuel went everywhere, and it would just explode. So it was an incredibly dangerous time.
What surprised you most about making this documentary?
Well, what's great is, and what's wonderful is just the bravado of these men, the characters of these men. These men were incredible people. What we learned from them was that, you know, they're just not ordinary human beings. They are on another level. They do things that we couldn't do. They drive cars we couldn't possibly drive, and in a way, you know, with so much passion and desire that you had to protect them from themselves, because they were just going to drive whatever you gave them. If it's the fastest car, I don't care how dangerous it is. If it's the fastest car, I'm driving it. So it took the sport had to protect the driver itself, and what we found out was that once that came into place, once the actual sport decided that it was going to protect its own, that's when the sport was able to take off and to really become this incredible sport that it is today in spectacle.
I'll tell you another surprising aspect of the story. And just before we came on, you had the bit about the safety changes in cars we drive today. That is one of the most remarkable things about the story, is that Formula One really is about the evolution of the automotive world, about the car, and the changes that they make to these cars. Over time, they fall down to us. As far as the safety changes that are made in Formula One, the innovations that they do, they just push the limit of building a car immensely. It pushes the whole automotive industry forward.
It's fascinating. Documentary airing tonight called One. Mark Monroe, appreciate you coming in as the writer, and Paul Crowder as well. You directed this. It's happening tonight at the Paramount Theater. The red carpet starts at 7, and of course things get underway at 7:30. We understand it's sold out, but there might be an opportunity to grab one of those seats. And gentlemen, best of luck with the promotion of that. We're hearing next spring, maybe some release?
Yes, hopefully we should be released out in 2013, and it's great for the fan and for the non-fan. It will, you know, it's infectious, as is the sport.
Outstanding. Pleasure to meet both of you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right. And of course, the place to turn all weekend long for full Formula One Grand Prix coverage right here, KXAN. We have extended coverage in all of our newscasts right through Sunday. You'll want to make sure you join Robert Hadlock and Leslie Rohde Sunday morning at 11 for Grand Prix premiere. It's a pre-race broadcast, live, of course, from Circuit of the Americas.